All right, now let me show you an annoying bug that I created in the last section. So here, if we go to, let's say, Manage Products and refresh the page, we go back to the home page. I realize this is because in the local storage, here's the local storage, we have this return URL that is set to the root of the application. Now, if you look at app.component.ts, in the last section, we wrote this code. So when the user is logged in, we read that returned URL item from local storage and navigate the user. So because in my browser, I have this return URL in the local storage that is set to the root of our website, every time I refresh the page, I'm redirected to the home page. To solve this problem, here we should delete this return URL from local storage once we read it. We want to do this redirection only the first time. That is when the user logs in, we send them to Google, and at this point, we store the returned URL in local storage. When they come back from Google, we want to read this return URL from local storage and redirect the user, but only this time, not in the future. So in other words, this should happen only once as part of our authentication process. So we read the return URL. If it has a value, we make sure to remove it from the local storage. So remove item, return URL, and then we navigate the user. That's the proper implementation. Now we can make this code cleaner by removing this nested if blocks here. So I'm going to use the same technique I showed you earlier. I'm going to reverse these conditional statements. So here, if the user is not authenticated, I'm going to return. We are not interested in the rest of the code in this function. Otherwise, we're going to save the user and redirect them if necessary. So we got rid of one conditional statement. Now, similarly, when we read the return URL, if it doesn't have a value, we're going to return. Otherwise, we're going to remove this item from local storage and navigate the user like this. This way, we don't have those ugly nested if statements. So finally, let's test the application. I'm going to go to Manage Products, refresh the page, and we are here. Beautiful.